What's going on, guys, JIMENEZ here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer content. And today it is going to be Tuesday the 21st of July. We have confirmed deals to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do our good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and at the current schedule, every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video in your subscription feed. And drop a comment below, I'll try to respond to as many as I can. So yesterday we started off with SANTI Cazorla, and we're doing the exact same thing today, and yesterday's announcement was that he was leaving RAUL and that was all confirmed. Well, now he's got a new team. He's joining Qatari champions Al Sadd. He'll be managed by his ex-Spain teammate Xavi, and it's a free transfer from the Spanish side. It came as a bit of a surprise because when I was looking around yesterday for the video, there wasn't really too much information, but he's already made his next move. Pretty much the only rumours I could find were him being linked with a return to Arsenal, but it wasn't as a player, it was as a coach. And next up, Borussia Dortmund have announced the signing of Jude Bellingham. It's from Birmingham City and it's a fee of about 23 to 25 million euros. The 17-year-old English wonder kid has joined on a long-term contract and he's set to earn 3 million euros per year. He will be a brand new player on FIFA 21 and you can already pretty much guarantee that as long as Future Stars is a promo on the game, he'll be featuring in that promotion. And the next story is that Gianluca Di Marzio is saying 33-year-old French forward Loic Remy, he will not be joining newly promoted Serie A side Benevento. He's actually failed his medical, that's despite passing the first phase of medical tests. So obviously the first one, it doesn't really mean too much if you don't pass the rest of them. He is officially a free agent after leaving Lille and his contract did expire, and he agreed to sign a 3-year contract with the Italian side, but the move is now completely off. Newly promoted Leeds United have confirmed Manchester City's English winger Jack Harrison, he will remain at the club for another loan spell next season, and that story is from Manchester Evening News, but apparently it should be announced very soon if not already. Borussia Mönchengladbach are prepared to sell Denis Zakaria for 50 million euros, and the clubs interested, for example, are Manchester City, that's according to an outlet called RP. And in regards to Ultimate Team, if that transfer was to go ahead and him joining Man City, he'd be featuring in so many squads on FIFA 21. And now we have pretty much our daily update about Victor OSIMHEN and his proposed move to Napoli. So L'Equipe in France are saying the deal is almost complete. He will be announced soon as a new player of Napoli and he'll put pen to paper on a 6-year contract. And RMC agree with this story, backing up pretty much everything, and they also say he passed the medical with Napoli in Rome and he done so on Saturday. It's definitely been a bit of a roller coaster transfer for this one because obviously I keep saying he changed agent very late on and they pretty much had to start from the very beginning. But the transfer was going well, then it was almost cancelled and now it's back on again, it should be completed. Leicester City striker Islam Slimani could be on his way back to Ligue 1 this summer. The Algeria international spent last campaign on loan at Monaco where he scored 9 times in 18 league matches. Marseille and Lille are considering a move for the 32-year-old, that's according to France Football, and the Foxes are set to demand around 8 million euros for him. They did sign him for a massive fee from Sporting about 3 years or so ago now. He cost them close to 30 million, if not more. The Yorkshire Evening Post are saying Leeds will have a lot of competition, and that's in the race to sign Brighton centre-back Ben White on a permanent deal. He was a massive part of Leeds' promotion to the Premier League and because of that has attracted interest from Premier League sides as well. But they do hope to keep him for next season, but it will unlikely be another loan deal, it will have to be a permanent. Now we have another day and another Mario Götze rumour. So apparently according to Bild, he could be joining Niko Kovac at Monaco. That's after the Croatian was appointed the new boss of the Ligue 1 club. He is available on a free transfer from Dortmund and he is on the wish list of Kovac in the Principality. And just yesterday he was into Fiorentina, the day before that it was Sevilla. Manchester United and Tottenham are set to go head to head, that's for the signing of Jeffrey Kondogbia from Valencia. The story is from Foot Mercato in France and he has got 2 years left on his current contract at the Mestalla. But Valencia are looking to offload a lot of different players this summer transfer window, including Kondogbia, Parejo, Rodrigo and Silasson. Kondogbia wants to move to England, and he could well get his wish this summer, with both the Red Devils and Spurs tracking him. Now, the article doesn't mention how much he would cost, but my guess is because he's actually on the transfer market, it'd probably be a cut price deal. Pep Guardiola wants to reunite with his former Bayern Munich player Douglas Costa at Manchester City next season, this according to Tuttosport. The Juve winger is being pursued by Guardiola and City, and they expect an offer to be tabled worth around £45 million. And the story does go on to mention that Juve are actually encouraging a bidding war that's between Man City and Paris Saint-Germain. So they hope to drive the price up a little bit, so the £45 million mentioned, that might not be the fee he goes for if he does leave. Inter Milan and Juventus are set to do battle once again in the transfer market, and this time it is for Roma star Nicolo Zaniolo. The source yet again is Tuttosport, and they say Roma are open to selling the 21-year-old, but it wouldn't be for anything less than their valuation of €50 million. Inter and Juve are both eager to get him, they'll have to fight it out again this summer. But Inter's chief executive Giuseppe Marotta has said the Nerazzurri, they have not made an approach for the Roma midfielder, and they probably won't in the future. Napoli are weighing up a move for Real Madrid striker Luka Jovic, it's according to Spanish outlet Marca. The Serbian frontman only moved to Spain in the summer of 2019, but he has endured a testing 12 months at the Santiago Bernabeu, and he could be offered a clean slate in Italy. And pretty much every single article that I've mentioned Luka Jovic in, that he has been linked to many different teams already, including the likes of Hertha Berlin, AC Milan, there's now obviously Napoli, and I think there's a couple of Premier League clubs mentioned also. Juventus are looking to complement Cristiano Ronaldo in attack with the signing of either Wolves striker Raul Jimenez or Napoli forward Milik. Tuttosport do say that Juventus' chief, Fabio Paratici, he does want to pick up one of the duo mentioned. That's because current central striker Gonzalo Higuain, he's nearing his 33rd birthday. The Italian publication do also mention that Roma's Edin Dzeko as well as Arsenal's Alexandre Lacazette, those two are also being considered. And Raul Jimenez has been flirting with the idea of a transfer for about 12 months now, but especially more so in the last few months. It's understandable why, because Wolves might miss out on Champions League football. It's looking very unlikely now. And I think it'd be a fantastic addition to many top European sides, though he'd also cost a lot of money. And the next story is from the Times. They're saying Manchester City star Raheem Sterling, he's edging ever closer to penning a record-breaking £10 million a year deal with Adidas. The partnership with a sports brand might also help him with a future ambition, which apparently is playing for Real Madrid one day. There was that interview a couple months ago, I think it was with Marca, where he had both a Real Madrid shirt and a Man City shirt, and that really sparked a lot of rumours from then, and there are rumours saying City didn't like that whatsoever, which obviously makes sense. And next up we have got an update about a story which has been going around now for a few weeks, and that is OBLAK with a potential move to Stamford Bridge. So Chelsea, in order to have contract talks with a goalkeeper, they'll have to pay his €120 million release clause. It remains unclear whether the 27-year-old would be ready to leave Atletico this summer, and manager Diego Simeone, he's ready to block the exit of the Slovenian international in pretty much every circumstance. However, the relationship between Chelsea and Atleti is good. That's having seen the transfers of Diego Costa, Alvaro Morata and Courtois conducted between the clubs in recent seasons. And it ties into this next story that Valencia have also recently inquired about the possible arrangements that's to sign Kepa on loan, and they're looking to move on their current number one Jasper Cillessen in this transfer window, and they are trying to get the Spanish goalkeeper. They want to get him on a 2-year loan deal, but it would also include an option to buy. Now for Chelsea that might not be ideal because they'd probably want the money up front so they can then invest that into the upgrade such as Jan Oblak, but it might be the best offer they really get. And now we have another Chelsea story this time, and it's potentially a huge one. So the Athletic are saying that Chelsea are closing in on a deal that's to sign Kai Havertz from Bayer Leverkusen. Personal terms are all but done, so that's pretty much already agreed. And Chelsea, the only club that are ready to pay the fee of €80 million. That's after additional bonuses. Havertz is keen on a move after talks with Frank Lampard. And Fabrizio Romano also relays this information, saying that Havertz is still pushing to leave Bayer Leverkusen in this transfer window. He'd like to join Chelsea, and Chelsea's board will decide later this week their final transfer budget. That's after the signing of Timo Werner. Bayer Leverkusen want around 80 to 90 million. It's now up to Chelsea. I tell you what, that would be a fantastic addition. I think it'd be brilliant for them. And it's a player that not only is very good now, his ceiling is so high. And the final bit of news today isn't a transfer, but it's confirmed information for the world of football. So it says breaking news. For the first time since 1956, the Ballon d'Or will not be awarded to any player this year. It's due to the break in football in 2020 because of the coronavirus pandemic, and they don't feel it's right to give out an award in such an odd circumstance. There have been a lot of mixed opinions about this, and I think a majority are why they cancelled it. They can still do it because pretty much every league and the Champions League will be finishing. Why not award the best player? It means the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, for example, Lewandowski, people are mentioning Karim Benzema, Sergio Ramos, Van Dijk. They're all not really going to have the chance of winning that award. I know obviously Messi in my opinion has been the best player, but because of how poorly Barca have done, I think it would have gone to Lewandowski or De Bruyne. But yeah, either way, players are going to miss out, and I'm a bit confused about it. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and the current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, there'll be a new video for you to watch. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.